I remember the times when Pappy would roll down the highway in his 18-wheeler. One time I received a call on the radio from a little lad called Tim Corrigan. Shucks, he was just looking for something to hunt with. He was just looking to fish a little bit and maybe learn how to make some good old beef jerky. I remember that young well. Breaker one night, he said, I'm looking for someone to help a young lad. You see, it's Tim Corrigan here, and I've lost my way. I'm reaching out to someone out there in CB land, because I reckon I just can't take it no more. I've always wanted to ride in a rig, and I've always wanted to know how to make beef jerky. Just like one of my heroes, Red Sovine, I'm weeping and crying. Sometimes I remember snuggling up to my friend Kimmy. Hell, we put our arms around each other and we'd sing old country classics. We're a lot alike, her and I. We're basically kinfolk. Merle Haggard, Johnny Wrench, Peter Flufferdown. Daddy played all those songs. And the one day, oh gosh almighty, he let me use the CB radio. And I said, Breaker 19, I know you don't have the time. And my mammy said, son, they're busy working. You might not want to bother me. But then Red Sovine came by and picked me up in his truck, showed me how to shift gears and split shift, showed me how to honk the horn. But the time he drove down the road, he sat me in the bunk. I'll never forget the look on his face. He had a toothy old grin from ear to ear like a skunk on a corner cob. And we were both sitting there crying and weeping, like I am right now, in fact. Just take me down the road, Red, one more time, would you? Take me down the road where I could just learn how to shift those gears and tell me about the fishing and hunting. The time you told me how to get a rusty hook out of an old bucket mouth. The time you showed me how to light a fire with nothing but an old pencil on an empty cartridge. Well, old Red passed away a few years back. And the last time we took him up to the hunt camp, he just wasn't himself. But I remember the last words Red said to me as he stared down a 16 gauge loaded with buckshot. He looked at me and he said, Timmy, I'll never forget the day you learned how to split shift that old Peterbilt. Oh, shit. Oh, God, I just pissed myself.